Hello everyone, Uncle speaking, and welcome in the new video. Do you remember? I'm in Poland and I came back from trip to Slovakia. But today I'm on a motorcycle again. And I'm going to the very special place. Nope, not this one. I'm going to meet my friends on Pol'and'Rock festival, which is probably the biggest festival in Europe with 750,000 people attending. But the number is actually an estimate, because the festival is free, so they don't sell tickets. Therefore, the number of visitors is estimated, and that's why you won't find it on an official list of the biggest festivals in Europe. However, that estimated number, and I will repeat that, 750,000, makes it a really big one. On comparison, Glastonbury is just 200,000 people. So it makes it almost 4 times bigger than Glastonbury. Picture that. Even if they were wrong with that estimation, it's still massive, and I will show you that. So what's going on right now? We've got Friday, I finished work, because I was working remotely temporarily. My friends called me and they said, we are already on festival and we are waiting for you. And right now I'm in the rush to get there. Before the dusk, of course. And with all honesty, I don't have that much time, because look at the position of the sun. Not very high, is it? And because it's very beautiful here, I'm kinda split. Should I rush or should I not? But all jokes aside, at that time of the day it's kinda dangerous to be in rush. Because look, there is forest everywhere and there are animals in there. But hey, look at that! We've got also pretty cars, eh? And some tanks, what the heck? But anyway, I was talking about the forest and the animals. There is plenty of wild boars, deer, elks, and even wolves and bisons. And all those lovely creatures enjoy waking up in the evening and entering the road every now and then. But luckily, I safely arrived. And now it took me half an hour to find a way to find my friends, who were already waiting for me.
Hello.
Because they wanted to see the gigs. And now the gigs. Because it's free, the lineup is maybe not the best one. However, it's still really good. Now here we've got a Polish singer, Kasia Kowalska, who will be singing with guy from metal band Acid Drinkers. But in the meantime, my friends are getting nuts. Back to the topic. You can take a look around how many people are there. And listen, they are playing some good songs. Let's hope that this stupid algorithm won't get it. But you know what? Never mind that. I will tell you one thing. I was on that festival for 4th or 5th time, but for the first time in the new location. And everyone was saying, in a new location that festival will die. Does it look dead to you? Bloody hell, there was so many people that it's really ridiculous. Even to get to the loo, it will take you half an hour or so. But who would care, when you can have so much fun? Lovely, eh? And look how massive all that field is. Let me zoom in a bit. And that place is not even on the list of the biggest festivals in Europe. Let me tell you one thing, that's one of the places where you should be at least once in your lifetime. Well, especially because it's for free. But jokes aside, it's absolutely massive and it's really, and I mean really worth visiting it. I seriously think that in few years' time, such a festivals will be long time gone. Anyway, let's not be that pessimistic and let's have fun. And actually, I had so much fun that I don't remember much more. I just know that I woke up with absolutely massive hangover. But my friends decided it's time to go swimming. And how come, you might ask? We are simply going to swim in a lake and you will see. But first, we need to get out of that place. And there's good half an hour to escape the whole festival. Just look how massive it is. For now, we are only in the motorcycle village. Yeah, there is a bit of a bike rally inside, which has got special security, separate toilets and whatnot. But now we are in a public space. And look at those fields full of cars, caravans and pedestrians. Going for a beer or just returning. And places to get a beer, there is plenty. Same as places to eat. Look, we are on the main road and still. Anyway, I was going to tell you a bit about Poland. And the thing I actually absolutely love in Poland is that you can always enter the forest, you can pick up the mushrooms, you can swim in the lake. Look at that. There is a lake and there is absolutely no fence, no private parking, nothing like that. You just get there, stop and go swimming. Well, at least if you are not afraid of a bit cold water, like I am. But the rest of my friends, maybe they didn't have such a massive hangover. But look, they did it! And all of that you've got absolutely for free. As I said, no parking charge, no swimming charge, no private property bollocks. And if you ask me what I do miss the most in Britain, it's that sort of freedom. And now we are back to the festival. Another half an hour in the traffic, some minor detours, and a few more gravel roads. And then, eventually, a few moments later, maybe a bit more. And let me emphasize this again, the whole festival was absolutely massive. And what's also important, the weather was fantastic. The temperature was really close to 30 degrees. Brilliant. And now we are back in our secure motorcycle village. Check done, and let's grab a beer. Or maybe, possibly, first we should look around to check the bikes. There is of course plenty of completely not interesting adventure bikes, but there are also some gems of a different kind. See? The gems? Then eventually it was time to sit with my friends and possibly join the conversation.
Co to za zgrupowanie?
Przyjechaliśmy na watę cukrową.
And then the fun started.
Jeszcze!
Daj mu! Daj mu!
Not sure if I would do that to my bike, but hey, each to their own.
Jest ich dwóch, albo więcej.
Się zaczęło.
2 hours later.
And then eventually the organizers of the whole party has got enough. But honestly, you can't tell my friend to shut up. It's not that simple.
Prawdziwy G.
Eventually, my mates got bored with that. So we went again to watch the bikes.
Od góry, kurwa, deska, zobacz, płaskownik.
And there were some gems, hey?
Elegancko.
Tak. Ja bym chociaż rogi ściął. Jakbym to robił, no. Chociaż nie mam lepiej zrobionego w kanaju bagażnika.
After
naprawdę,
that,
kurwa,
some of
tego
us
patrzę,
went to see the gigs, some of us were just enjoying the conversation.
No jak się bardzo się pierdoli? Trzeba się
No
pierdolić.
trzeba, ale bez podchodów, kurwa. Tu możemy, kurwa, pod ten kufel dmuchany, tam dobrą muzykę grają.
But slowly, it came the evening. So after watching some more bikes, we joined the gigs again,
To jest, no.
and eventually I had massive hangover, and there was the next day and time to go back home. Unfortunately though, my luck with the weather was finally finished. So with all that hangover, with that beautiful weather, I have to do 200 kilometers, which is 120 miles. After a long boring ride, I eventually came back home. I mean my mother's home. And that would be the end of the story. Later on, I would get back to the UK, however, not now. Well, I just left home and I will be meeting with one guy, you will see who. Well, actually I will tell you, I will meet with a subscriber. Not on a cool bike, maybe. So, before getting back home, I mean getting back to the UK, which is my actual home, I was just riding around. And that very day, I was meeting, as I said, with my subscriber. And no, not in Royal Enfield dealership. And no, he doesn't ride Royal Enfield either. He rides Moto Guzzi V7. But what really makes him a proper nutter is that he made 100 miles to see me. That's right, he's a proper nutter. So, there is two of us. But right now, it was time to say hello. And look, this is V7 850 Centenario, which in one of my videos I said
Siema.
it's not that good.
Myślałem, że jesteś niski.
Well, it looks that I'm not, but I'm not a tall person either.
Kolega Jura przyjechał na Moto Guzzi, żeby się spotkać. Ogląda mój kanał czasami i nie lubi jak mówię źle o Moto Guzzi.
And look, to my surprise, he offered me a test ride, which of course I couldn't miss. I'm really curious.
Moto Guzzi. No dobra.
Very, very interested in that bike.
No to cia.
Moto Guzzi.
Dobra.
And yeah, eventually it started. Let's check it out, how it rides then. I started with speeding up to 100 kilometers an hour, 60 miles. And then I was surprised with the power it gives to you when overtaking. However, I cannot say it's got a ton of torque. I really can't. The engine is a bit vibey, it's got some character, I enjoyed it, but it's not a torquey engine. I mean, I heard that the old 750 was slightly better in that matter. Can any of you confirm that? Anyway, that was a pleasant ride.
No dobra, to mogę ci powiedzieć,
A?
co mi się nie podoba. Co mi się podoba.
Okej.
Fajna, wygodna pozycja, fajnie, łatwo prowadzący się motor. Bardzo tak.
But there is one big but. I really like that motorcycle. In reality, it looks way better than on the pictures, really pleasant. However, it just doesn't excite me at all. I mean, that 850 engine is not fast, it's not slow. Maybe it's just not for me. But I really appreciate how comfortable it is, how nimble it is, and I have to say it's really pleasant to ride. And what's most important, it looks really good. But now I said goodbye to Jura, he went his own way, and now I'm just wandering around. But never mind, because I wanted to tell you one thing about the place I'm in right now, about the town of Nieszawa.
To słabo.
Zobacz pan.
No no,
Stoi, gdzie stoi, gdzie stoi.
no no.
Tam nie linie.
So yeah, the waters were shallow, so it ran aground. But I was going to tell you a bit about Nieszawa town. Me and my wife, we actually got a piece of land there. And we really thought about opening the motorcycle camping there. Build a few glamping pods there and whatnot. What you reckon? But in the meantime, I ran out of actual road. Or rather tarmac. But yeah, I was wandering around, thinking about future plans of motorcycle camping and whatnot, maybe building a house. But then, eventually, I went back on a proper path, generally speaking. So well, yeah, long story short, I stayed in Poland for more than a month, but at the beginning of August it was time to go back to the UK. However, I promised myself that I will take no motorway whatsoever. So yeah, I will just take, well, not the gravel roads. Let's say I will take some B-roads only. So it will take me a good 5 days to get to the UK. But now I'm in the forest and I'm recording some B-rolls for my videos, and that one I already used. So that will be it for now. And let's see you in the next episode, in which I will meet and greet some random people. But most importantly, I will take a long route through western Poland to eastern Germany, seeing a lot of old buildings, rivers, flatlands, straight roads with Trabants, and a lot more. So stay with me and see you next time. Cheers!